Bloomberg Audio Studios. Podcasts, radio, news.
The Stock Movers Podcast, your roundup of companies making moves in the stock market, harnessing the power of Bloomberg data.
Let's take a look at some stocks on the move this week. Here in the studio with us is Bloomberg News equities reporter Alexandra Semenova. Hey, I think we can transition right to another airline at the top of your list, Alex.
Yeah, I'm taking a look at American Airlines today. It withdrew its full-year earnings outlook. A lot of companies have been doing that. It's also joining some of its peers in doing that. We saw that from Delta Airlines, the owner of Frontier. Obviously, as there's so much uncertainty about the outlook for consumers, it seems to be a pullback in travel demand, obviously, as tariffs weigh on the economic outlook.
What's interesting, though, is American's up. We've had bad news on the airlines over the last month or so, and saying a lot of it's maybe priced in already, and that people are traveling.
Yeah, I don't know if you have anything booked for the summer, Alex, but post-pandemic, people are just waiting longer and longer to book their flights. I don't know what that has to do with. I think also it has to do with...
Well, you pay more, right? Like if you...
Well, you pay more if you get closer to the date, but I think the flexibility now is helpful. Like there's so many tickets you can buy where it's just like, you can change that for no fee. Yeah, that was new during the pandemic.
Yeah, that is true,
and that stuck around.
And I think also after the pandemic, there's just this hunch to try and book trips as often as possible that is just not going away. I don't know about you guys, but definitely for me.
Take me somewhere. Now.
Exactly.
What else you got for us?
So I'm also looking at Comcast. They reported a pretty big loss in customers. They lost 199,000 domestic broadband customers and 427,000 pay TV customers in the first quarter. Those losses were both more than Wall Street analysts expected. Pretty bad earnings readout here. The company's earnings actually rose to 1.09 a share. That beat estimates, and their revenue fell slightly to $29.9 billion. But it was really, again, that customer metric that everyone was watching, and shares are falling today.
Yeah, that's kind of rough. Stock's down about 11% also year to date. IBM, it's a name that we were breaking down the earnings after the close yesterday.
And it was having a good year up until yesterday's report, basically.
Exactly. Just basically the takeaway from this report was that it wasn't good enough for investors. It wasn't necessarily bad. It's just that the bar is so high for this company. So the stock actually fell the most in a year today, suggesting economic uncertainty, expectations that the cut in costs to government spending might affect the business. First quarter sales increased almost 1% to $14.5 billion, and profit was $160 a share. Again, the numbers aren't bad, just clearly disappointing investors. Not enough assurance that the business will be good.
Yeah, I mean, we spoke to Brent Thill over at Jefferies yesterday, who said that Arvind Krishna is doing a great job of transitioning this company away from hardware, actually away from consulting, which it's been known for years, and really focusing on moving to the AI and services in the cloud.
Which is much more, I think, profitable, certainly for the company.
But there's a lot of competition.
Yeah.
Competition, and also the CEO today saying in the near term, uncertainty may cause clients to pause. That keyword, uncertainty, has been just coming across all the earnings call. Are you just allowed,
is anybody allowed to use the word uncertainty at this point?
I mean, everybody's using the word.
It seems to be the only word in the dictionary these days.
It does seem like the only word in the dictionary, certainly. I know we've been tracking how many times CEOs are saying it on earnings call, or I think we did last time around.
Yeah, and we're keeping an eye on that.
The Stock Movers Podcast from Bloomberg Radio. Check back with us throughout the day for the latest roundup of companies making news on Wall Street. And for the latest market-moving headlines, listen to Bloomberg Radio live. Catch us on YouTube, Bloomberg.com, and on Apple CarPlay and Android Auto with the Bloomberg Business app.